So totally not using the cover of the book to light my face. Steampunk, or to give it its full title, an anthology of fantastically rich and strange stories. I knew from the moment I saw this book I had to have it. It attacked me on 3 fronts. Firstly, you might have noticed I quite like steampunk as a genre. So anything that claimed to be celebrating that genre was going to attract my attention. Secondly, this fantastic girl on the cover. This striking figure, clad in corsets and cogs, it seemed like she would lead to a good story. Finally, have you seen the authors' names who appear on the cover of this book? Garth Nix, Holly Black, and of course Cassandra Clare, who in my opinion can right no wrong. Yeah, there was no way I wasn't going to read this. So these 14 authors have all composed a steampunk story, and this book has collected them up. Every author has approached the idea very differently. Some of the stories stick very closely to traditional steampunk, such as Holly Black's Everything Amiable and Obliging, which looks at a very Austen-esque Regency girl who falls in love with her mechanical dancing master. Some take the basic ideas of steampunk and use them to inspire their own completely different stories. Libba Bray's steampunk, for instance, features a gang of girl bandits in a would-be Wild West scenario. In general, I was not misled by my original excitement about this book. Obviously, with any collection of stories, there are going to be ones you like better than others. I really wasn't a great fan of M.T. Anderson's The Oracle Engine, which was a steampunk-esque story, but written in the style of a Roman epic. And I was also a bit turned off by Cory Doctorow's Clockwork Fagin, which was just a bit too gruesome for me. Cassandra Clare definitely lives up to the reputation she's made for herself. The story that she presents in this, a story that she talked about with Sarah Rees-Brennan at her event in London, was originally going to be called The Clockwork Princess, and you might be able to see some slight inspiration, perhaps. The story she's placed in this, the opening story of the book, Some Fortunate Future Day, is absolutely fantastic. It's very short, but perfect in being so. It's the story of a young girl left alone in her ruin of a mansion, with only the inventions her father left her to keep her company, who one day comes across a fallen air pilot in her garden. For an invention her father left her, she is able to turn back time. However, it seems she's not able to avoid repeating her mistakes. It's a brilliant story about fate and repeating cycles and human nature. Also to make an appearance in this book is a short story called Steam Girl by Dylan Horrocks, an author I'd never heard of before, and having read this short story will have to go find some of his other work. It was just brilliant. It's a story about a new girl in town who is teased for her odd clothes and leather flying helmet. Yet she tells the most amazing stories about travelling the galaxy and fighting evil. It really plays with the lines between fact and fiction, and makes you think while at the same time you're having a lot of fun reading a very enjoyable story. The other thing about this work, which I didn't actually know until I received it, is there are 2 graphic novels in here. Kathleen Jennings' Finishing School, and 7 Days Beset by Demons by Shawn Cheng. This story about the unrequited love of a tormented clockwork maker was just beautiful. Some of the stories in this book are so good that I would insist you buy them even if they were just sold by themselves. The way they're arranged really does give you a rich variety of ideas of steampunk. Together, they really do make for a very good collection. I just finished it, and I'm still trying to come to terms with the fact that people don't generally flounce about in corsets and check the time on their time-travelling pocket watches. Anyway, viewers, tell me if you like the sound of it, if you're thinking of buying it, or maybe you've already bought it, in which case, post down below what your favourite short story is and we'll have a battle over the best. So, happy reading. Don't forget to thumbs up if you liked it, or subscribe if you want more of me. See you in my next video.